So welcome back to another My League rebuild here on NBA 2K18, and in today's video going to be rebuilding the Utah Jazz. Now obviously the Jazz did lose their best player in the past offseason, that being Gordon Hayward, to the Boston Celtics. Of course, he did have that catastrophic injury this year. Who knows, it probably would never have happened if he did stay on the Jazz or went to another team, but just a freak incident. But today, going to be rebuilding the Jazz. Obviously, they're not as good, even close to as good without Gordon Hayward. They do have, or I just said do twice. They do have a franchise centerpiece in Rudy Gobert. Absolutely no plans on trading him. Probably the best defensive center in the NBA. Definitely a top 5 center in the NBA, in my opinion. The rest of this team, they did trade for Ricky Rubio this offseason. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of Ricky Rubio. I never was, probably never will be. But luckily for me, he is on a 2-year deal, so I'm going to go ahead and give him 1 year probably. Rodney Hood, as much as I would like to give him a year and see how he progresses, I believe he does not have a team option after this year. I believe he is a free agent. Yes, he is. So I may look to trade him just because I don't really know if I want to pay him $20+ million a year to stay on this team, especially depending on how much he might not progress or not. Oh my God, I don't even know what I'm saying. Joe Ingles, they did re-sign this offseason. I believe they signed him before Gordon Hayward to hope that Gordon Hayward would stay because I think they were friends or something. Clearly, it didn't work out. Derek Favors, this dude's overall just keeps going down year by year. I don't know what's going on with him, but it just keeps going down and down and down. He also was in the last year of his deal. I may go ahead and trade him if I can get a good offer. He was an 85 in 2K16. He was an 80 in last year. Now he's a 77. Does he just suck? I don't watch many Jazz games. I honestly don't know. Something I am excited about is Donovan Mitchell. Let's see, what is his potential? It is an A-. I will 100% take that. What pick was he? He was the 13th pick in the draft. I'm very excited for him. Hopefully he can progress into an absolute monster because I think I'm probably going to play him a lot this year because I am probably going to go ahead and trade Rodney Hood. So let's just look at the offers I can get for Rodney Hood. He is still on a cheap deal, so I can probably get somebody on a cheap contract. Hopefully that has, really like Robert Covington, but he also was a free agent. Wow. This is a trade I probably will take. I know I just said I want to get done. Actually, I can play Chris Middleton in the small forward position. That might... Ooh, John Collins. He's going to progress into a monster, though. I think I'm going to take John Collins. He actually progresses into, Clint Capella's not a guy I trade for a lot. Also a free agent after this season, though. Yeah, John Collins turns into, an 83 after year 1. And we're getting a 2019 Hawks pick. I 100% will take that for Rodney Hood. I also do want to get Donovan Mitchell the minute. So, let's go and look at this rotation. Alec Burks is definitely not starting over Donovan Mitchell. Yeah, you want to get him 0 minutes? Yeah, because that makes sense. So let's go ahead and take some minutes away. I think I'm actually going to trade Thabo Sefolosha for a backup guard of any sorts right now. So Sefolosha is only on a 1-year deal. So let's just see any offers. Nick Stauskas isn't bad. Kyle Korver is not bad. Zubac, I don't need it. I want a guard. Let's see. Come on, give me something good. I don't really want Kyle Korver, but I think, yeah, I'll just take Nick Stauskas in a 2nd-round pick. Cool. Works for me. So let's just go ahead and redo this rotation. So Rubio and Alec Burks is not starting. Donovan Mitchell starting. I forgot we had Dante Exum. He's still he's only 22. I forgot we can give him minutes. So Jerebko is going to play 10 probably. Epke Udoka is going to play 10 as well. Alec Burks is going to play 18. Favors can play 25. And then, okay, here we go. Donovan Mitchell needs to play. I'm going to give him 29. John Collins is going to play 30. Actually, he'll get 30 and 30. Gobert's 35. That's fine. And then I'm actually going to give more than 4. You can play. Yeah, you can play 9 minutes, Dante Exum. So this team's actually not looking as bad as I thought it was. I mean, we still do have a nice amount of young talent that hopefully can progress, and we'll hopefully get a good trade offer for Ricky Rubio in the offseason. So I'm going to go ahead and simulate season number 1. I would do scoring options. I just have absolutely no idea who's going to score the most points on this team. So hopefully Donovan Mitchell can progress into a beast, and I'll see you guys at the end of season number 1. So here at the end of season number 1, Stephen Curry is your MVP, but that's really not the biggest surprise to me. The biggest surprise is we went 50 and 32 somehow. I have absolutely no idea how that happened. I guess we just had really good team chemistry all year because we got off to a really hot start. We won our first few games, and then from there it was just, I don't know, 50 and 32, definitely surprising. Lonzo Rookie of the Year, Jeremy Lin 6th Man of the Year, Whiteside Defensive Player of the Year. That sucks. Of course, when I use the Jazz, Rudy Gobert does not win it in the first year. Jerian Grant wins Most Improved, and Mike D'Antoni wins Coach of the Year as the Rockets go 64 and 18, good enough for first in the West. We were somehow 4th. I don't understand how that happens, but you know what? I can live with it. Rudy Gobert led us in scoring, then Ricky Rubio, then Donovan Mitchell, who's progressed 4 overalls, then Joe Ingles, John Collins, who's up to a 79 overall. This is looking good. Joe Johnson, Alec Burks, Derek Favors was just terrible. I'm definitely not bringing him back. Rebounds was obviously Gobert, then it was Collins, then Favors, and assists was Rubio, Ingles, and then Mitchell. All right, first round of the playoffs. Normally, you're not hearing that very often. Normally, I always miss the playoffs in the first round. So let's go ahead and take on the Portland Trailblazers. I'm sure we're going to lose. Actually, we're up 2-0. Okay. 3-1. Okay, and we're on to the second round to take on the one-seeded Rockets, who we're definitely going to lose. We're probably going to get swept by. Okay, we don't get swept. We're down 3-1, though. Didn't mean to do that. Let's just... Okay, let's go ahead and lose. I had no plans of winning it all anyways this year, so it's going to... Really? Pause. You're going to put the 76ers... This game. Chris Paul's your finals MVP. How? Just how is... Ah, man. This game sometimes. Quinn Snyder's the head coach of the Jazz, I believe. Right? You know, that offensive rating I just really don't want to deal with, because... yeah, we already have good enough defensive players that we don't really need help with them on defense, but we do need help on offense. Come on, Mike D'Antoni. See, like, I'll go after a guy like Michael Stauffer who has A- everywhere instead of, like, having, what's his name? Why am I forgetting their coach's name? Quinn Snyder, who had, like, A offense and, like, or no, A defense and, like, C offense. I cannot speak right now. So up to the draft right now, we do have the 28th pick in the draft from the Thunder and our second round pick. I'm going to try to move this for a future first from the Rockets. That's absolutely beautiful. And now let's go ahead and skip over rookie signings and the draft and go up to team player options where, let's see, Jerebko, I'm going to decline. Okay, I feel like he hasn't been in the NBA in a while. I have no idea who Royce O'Neal is, but I'm just going to go ahead and decline him. So not bringing back any of the guys on team options. Free agency this year is interesting. Raul Neto, no thank you. Dante Exum, do I even really want to give it to him? $6 million is like too much. I'm good. Same with Nick Stauskas, $5 million for him. I can get those guys replaced relatively easily without having to give them rather large qualifying offers. So right now, let's go ahead and look at our contracts. Rudy Gobert obviously staying. Joe Ingles and Alec Burks are definitely going to be traded right now. So let's go get those out of the way first. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, and Rubio, because he is also in the last year of his deal. Actually, let's do Rubio first, just because I'm sure I'll get the best offer for him because he is the highest overall. So, let's see some offers for Ricky Rubio. If this game ever wants to load. If it doesn't load, I'll just cut out and find an offer myself. Okay, trading's broken for a second. You know what? I'm just going to find a trade for all these guys, and once I make my first trade, you guys will see it. So the first trade we are making here is sending Joe Ingles and Alec Burks over to the New York Knicks for 2 first-round picks, one of which has extremely high trade value, especially for a 2019 pick. At this point, we do get rid of quite a bit of salary or cap space. No, we gain cap space, we lose salary. Good Lord, I can actually not speak in this video. I wasn't getting any great offers for Ricky Rubio. If it comes down to it, I'm probably just going to do a salary dump. Just because I literally could not find a very good offer for him, like one that was like worth taking. I did get offered Malik Monk, but at the end of the day, I kind of do want to stick with Donovan Mitchell. So, like, I might just take this Hawks pick next year because they'll probably still suck. Like, see Malik Monk right here. So I think I'm actually just going to go and take this Hawks pick next year. Hopefully it can be a really good pick for me. Can you keep Dwayne Dedmon? I don't even really want him. Oh my God, really? Fine. I'll just take him. I'll take him. There we go. So we do get we get 2 good first-round picks next year, hopefully. And then let's just get rid of Dwayne Dedmon right now just because Tony Bradley's a perfectly fine backup. Ooh, Justin Anderson's not a bad backup small forward as well. So team's looking decent right now. I'd say we definitely have enough cap space for at least 1 max free agent. So let's just look at some offers. Who do I want? Isaiah Thomas is interesting. Like, I do have space for 2 max free agents. Isaiah does have 2 offers, though. One from the Knicks. $100 million. That's like $34 million a year. That's quite a lot of money. Yeah, I don't know if I'm willing to compete with that. But Paul George is here, and it's been a little while. He's going to go back to the Thunder, isn't he? It has been a little while since I've gotten Paul George, so if I can get him on a decent, or not a decent deal, on a max deal, but hopefully we can be his #1 offer. So that is the max it will let me give him. Player option, no trade clause. We are actually his #1 offer. Okay. I'd also be willing to sign Melo just because I could. Okay, so we have to do this, yes. Exum, Stauskas, Nate Walters, Eric Griffin. And I believe that we just got Paul George and Carmelo Anthony on the Jazz. So that's absolutely awesome. I 100% will take that. Probably going to trade Melo at the start of next year's season. But currently, we currently do have a nice big 3 in George, Gobert, and Anthony. But I'm definitely going to be trading Carmelo Anthony at the start of season #2 just because his overall is going to go down a lot. And I would start him at the 4 if I had to, but I do want John Collins getting the most minutes possible. So right now we do have $10 million in cap space. Chris Bosh does not want a mid-level exception. We only have a $4.5 million mid-level exception anyways. Dwayne Wade's here, but he does have 2 decent offers. D. Rose is here. Who else would I be willing to get? Like, Mike James isn't bad. He does have two decent-sized offers. I wouldn't mind him. Like, honestly, he'd be starting at point guard at this point, but I think I'm probably going to go ahead and trade Carmelo Anthony for a starting point guard. So I'm just going to bring back a bunch of guys that are just kind of bench players, and I'll see you guys at the start of season number 2 with a trade. So since we do need a better starting point guard besides Mike James, and Carmelo Anthony honestly would be coming off the bench, let's go ahead and try to trade Carmelo Anthony over to the Memphis Grizzlies for Mike Conley. Honestly, not a terrible point guard at this point in time, pretty much an 87 to 88 overall, also on 2-year deals. So let's go ahead and give them, we do have some nice first-round picks this year. I'd be willing to give up my first-round pick this year, but not either of these two nice Knicks or Hawks picks. Those are probably both going to be top picks. So I'll give up pretty much any pick but that. I can't give up that. So they agree to that. So we still do have two probably very good picks in this year's draft. Who else is a point guard coming off the bench? We also have Quinn Cook. How tall is he? He's 6'2". How tall is Mike James? 6'1". I'm just going to go ahead and change Quinn Cook to the backup shooting guard position just so the rotation looks fine. Yeah, same overall. I don't even really care. So rotation, Connolly, Mitchell, George, Collins, Gobert. Off the bench, James, Harrell, Anderson, Quinn Cook, and Tim Frazier. Not a great rotation. I think I'm going to try to trade Tim Frazier for a backup center right now. So let's just look at some offers for him. Tim Frazier. What team was he on? I feel like he's not. He hasn't always been on the Jazz, has he? No, he's on the Wizards. So let's just see. Any center here would be nice. I trade for Zubac so much, but I don't know why it's always so easy to trade for him. But I will get Mo Spates just from the Pelicans, just so it's not getting repetitive, not me getting Zubac every time. So Mike Conley, Donovan Mitchell, I am going to get him a few more minutes. Mike James is not playing 27 minutes off the bench. Montrezl Harrell is not either. Anderson can play 15. I'm fine with that. Mo Spates is not getting 18. Yeah, David Bertans is not going to get any minutes at all. We're going to, okay, wait. Fix rotations manually, so let's do this manually. So Connolly's going to play 32, 31 for Mitchell, 32 for George, or 33 for George. Collins is going to play 31. Gobert is going to play 32. So I'm going to change this to a 10-man rotation. Scoring options are going to be, let's see, George, Connolly, and then Gobert. So I'll see you guys at the end of season number 2. Hopefully, we can be a top 4 seed in the Western Conference. So Russell Westbrook is your MVP here at the end of season number 2. He does put up almost a triple-double with 32.5 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals, and half a block. Obviously, we did take both Paul George and Carmelo Anthony from him, so putting up these insane stats is not really out of the question. Michael Porter Jr., Rookie of the Year for the Sacramento Kings. What pick was he? He was the 4th overall pick. Tyreek Evans, 6th Man of the Year for the Grizzlies. Hassan White's really... I would just like Rudy Gobert to win Defensive Player of the Year while I'm using the Jazz at least once. It's just kind of annoying, not going to lie. Kyle Anderson, Most Improved on the Raptors, and Michael Stauffer, Coach of the Year, as we do go 62-20, and we were first in the West. Honestly, thought Paul George would get us a few more wins than 10, but at the end of the day, 62 wins, not too bad, around what I was expecting. Player stats in the year, Paul George obviously led us in scoring, then it was Mike Conley. I even forgot we added him. Like, we probably should have been around 65 wins, but you know what, it happens. Mitchell's up to an 80, Collins is up to an 82. Mike James actually wasn't terrible off the bench. Rebounds was Gobert, Collins, and then George, and assists was Connolly, James, and then George. All right, first round of the playoffs, taking on the 8-seeded Lakers, Lonzo and his Lakers. They really over-progress him in this game. Like, he's probably like an 85 overall right now. Never mind, he's an 88 overall, as my point stands. So now taking on Russell Westbrook and his Oklahoma City Thunder. Rematch right here. I believe we lost in 5 to the Rockets last year in the East or the Western Conference semis. Are we really going to lose again? Nope. Going to Game 7 here in Utah. Let's see if we can win this game. Okay. Nope, not going to win it. Okay. So yeah, no, we didn't win. So Rockets and Cavs, back in the finals. Rockets win once again. I believe this is the 2nd year in a row. 13.5 assists. Jesus Christ, Chris Paul. Getting it done for like a 34-year-old point guard at this point. But you know what? It's fine. Going on to one more year anyways. I will not have back-to-back videos where I don't win a championship. I just won't. I will not stand for it. We do need a new trainer. Let's see. Will this guy take it? Let's see. Max offer, or not even max offer. Don't be tentative. You're a goddamn trainer. Okay. This guy better take it. Glenn Howard better take my offer. I'm literally giving you, like, I'll give you that much money. Glenn Howard, cool. Welcome to the Jazz organization. So up to the draft. Oh, I forgot we had those 2 good picks. Please tell me one of them panned out. We had the 4th overall pick from the Hawks and the 10th overall pick from the Knicks. Oh my God, that is absolutely awesome. Now, who is even in this draft class? Like, I haven't honestly even looked at it. Okay, so it's like RJ Barrett, Zion. Okay, I see. Kostas honestly wouldn't be bad. I kind of do want to trade up to get Zion or RJ Barrett, though. Or even Romeo Langford. So, actually, he's a 73 overall. Never mind. Cameron Reddish isn't bad. He's a 76 overall. Ooh, Bull's here. He's a 75. So, honestly, I'm going to stay at 4. But can I move, like, pick... Here, let's just see. Pick 10... and then this future first round pick for like pick like 5 or pick 3 or 5. Let's try 3 first. Where's the 3rd overall pick? It is the Bulls. I don't want to do that. Any players I'd be willing to give you? Not really. I'll give you Montrezl Harrell if you really want him. Okay, Montrezl Harrell gets me the 3rd overall pick. So 3 and 4 now. I'm just going to kind of take who's there unless there's any great offer I can get for, like, if I put up Mike Conley in these 2 picks. Okay, nothing there. How about if I... Okay, Mike Conley, pick 4. Could I get, like, is Kyrie's... Yeah, Kyrie's a free agent, right? Shit. Oh, no, he's not. Okay, would I be willing to... Oh, they re-sign him. I'm not giving you the 4th overall pick, too, but I'd be willing to give you 2 other future firsts, and maybe this first, and, like, who's not... Oh, we only have 3 guys. I'm not giving up the 3rd pick, too. That's just too much. That is just too much. Okay, yeah, they're not going to want to do that. You know, like... I'll do it for Damian Lillard, probably. Like, because they're kind of close enough already. So how about if we do this? Okay, I might have overpaid, and I'm probably going to get yelled at because you're going to just say they're too close in overalls. But Damian Lillard, in my opinion, is a clear upgrade from Mike Conley. I mean, honestly, I probably got finessed a little bit. We still do have the 3rd overall pick. So I'll see you guys at Rookie Signings, who I drafted 3rd overall. So at pick number 3, the number 1 prospect in the draft in RJ Barrett was still sitting there. And honestly, works for me. I'm going to have to really think about whether if I want to start him or Donovan Mitchell. John Collins coming back. Mike James has declined his player options. Mitchell's obviously coming back. And Tony Bradley can come back. I don't know who I want to start with those 2 guys. Because obviously, like, RJ Barrett definitely has better potential. But I think Mitchell's probably still better. Anderson can get the qualifying. Yeah, that's the only guy I really want to give it to. I don't know. That's what I'm going to have to think about. We have $8 million in cap space. Obviously, I would kill for Cat. He also is restricted. He's 4 offers. He's going back to the Timberwolves. Jimmy Butler's here. Marc Gasol is here. I just don't have any money, man. Just literally just don't have any money. Marcus Morris wouldn't be a bad bench piece. Want to take my offer? Nope. You don't. Okay, whatever. Let's see. Anybody else here? Like, why would Chris Bosh, like, why is he still asking for this much money? And people are giving it to him. I just don't get this game sometimes, man. Literally makes no sense. Mike James wants like $8 million now. I don't really want to give that to him. I'll be willing to give Pau Gasol like $2.5 million for a year. Okay, screw me. You know what? I'll let the CPU sign a bunch of players, and I'll see you guys at the start of season number 3 when I figure out the rotation. So Joseph Young, a first-round pick and a second-round pick, going over to the New York Knicks for a first-round pick, and Billy Hernangomez. This trade honestly gets me a nice big man off the bench that I do need. And honestly, I think we're like kind of all set. I am going to start RJ Barrett. That is the conclusion I did come to. I think it's the right choice. I honestly do think it is. I am going to trade Ben McLemore right now for a backup power forward and or center. So where's Ben McLemore? Am I just missing him? No, he's right here. So Ben McLemore, 2 firsts. First round pick. Is trading broken? Yeah, it is. I just traded Joseph Young. Good God. If they would just patch this. Just care about us, my league guys, for 1 second. Why is trading literally still broken? Oh, my God. Oh, am I going to have to do this manually? Like, and, okay, yeah, I'm going to have to do this manually. Okay, let's just go player finder, power forward / center, making, like, literally not too much money, like $4.5 million. Not John Collins, not Thon Maker, not Mohamed Bamba. We have Hernangomez. Sarge wouldn't be bad. For Ben McLemore, of course, we would acquire $1 million more. And I will give you Joel Ballenboy and a first-round pick. And I will give you another first-round pick because it's the last year. And how about 2 seconds? I'll just throw in another first if they don't accept it. Welcome to the team, Dario Saric. Now, this team is looking very good. I do want to start RJ Barrett at the end of the day. Donovan Mitchell is going to be my 6th man. Hernangomez is going to play 22 minutes. Sarge is going to play like 22 as well. So going to give 29 here. Going to give 29 here. I'm actually going to give 30 there. So Damian Lillard, RJ Barrett, Paul George, John Collins, Rudy Gobert. Off the bench, Donovan Mitchell, Dario Saric, Billy Hernangomez, Jeff Green, and Alex Caruso. We did just build up our bench to be probably the best bench in the NBA. So scoring options, I am going to go Paul George, Damian Lillard, and then probably RJ Barrett. So I'll see you guys at the end of season number 3. Hopefully we finally win a championship with this Utah Jazz team. So Russell Westbrook is once again your MVP here at the end of season number 3. He does put up 30 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists. Actually exactly the same amount of rebounds and assists. 2 steals and half a block. Cameron Reddish wins Rookie of the Year for the Dallas Mavericks. Obviously, RJ Barrett's probably not going to win Rookie of the Year when he does have to share the ball with like probably 3 or 4 other All-Stars at this point. DeAndre Ayton runs 6th Man of the Year. I know Nikola Vucevic re-upped with the Magic. Okay, whatever. Just once. I literally asked once. You had 3 seasons to give him a chance to win Defensive Player of the Year, and this simulation wouldn't let Rudy Gobert win it once. This game just hates me sometimes, man. It's going to hate me even more if it doesn't let me win a championship with this team. TJ McConnell, most improved in Portland. We obviously did take Damian Lillard from him, so I'm guessing he started. Michael Stafford, Coach of the Year. We need to go 66 and 16, first in the West, as I did mention. So, let's go ahead and check out the standings real quick. We are 7 games up on the Warriors, who re-signed Kevin Durant, and now they have Pau Gasol, and God, it's so annoying. Player stats in the year: Paul George led us in scoring, then Damian Lillard, then RJ Barrett, then Sarge, then Collins Mitchell, Gobert, Hernan Gomez. Rebounds was Gobert, Collins, and then Hernan Gomez, and assists was Lillard, Barrett, and then George. All right, 8-seeded Suns in the first round. We definitely should win. Yeah, we sweep them. Oklahoma City Thunder, I believe we beat them last year. We're even better this year, so we're going to win in 5. Damn it. I really wanted to avoid the Warriors at all costs, but, oh, really? No. Wow, okay, so we're now taking on the 5-seeded Bucks in the NBA Finals. Let's see who's on this Bucks team. Obviously, Giannis is still here. Giannis, they've re-signed Bledsoe. They've re-signed Jabari. They have Thon Maker. They have D-Rose wouldn't sign a minimum contract with me, but he signs one. Fuck this shit. That's so annoying, man. But we do win game 1. We win game 2. I'm really not actually sure how that's a 5-seed. Win, please. There we go. We win in 5. Paul George is your Finals MVP. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this Jazz rebuild. If you guys did, make sure to like down below. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe. Let me know any other rebuild ideas down below in the comment section. I thought this was a very good team. Please do not get mad at me. Who in the... What? What? Who? Like, don't get me wrong. I've definitely heard of Andrew Harrison. I'm not sure how he's an 84 overall. Okay, this game is so goddamn stupid sometimes. Let me know any other video ideas down below in the comment section. I believe my next rebuild, I don't know. It's whatever team on the next best record after the Utah Jazz. Next video, I will try to leave Paul George off limits, so hopefully you guys are okay with that, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.